Hey folks, this is Nod, and we're playing Kerbal Space Program. Now, in the spirit of full disclosure, I should mention that I have been hyper-editing a few ships here and there. I had some issues with a mod that I'm sort of customizing, and managed to break my game pretty good, so I've spent the last couple of days sort of replacing some rather strangely whacked out ships, but everything seems to be working fine now. I haven't really changed anything, although I took the liberty to put some better wheels on some of my my Duna bases, just so they can actually like move if they have to. But anyway, other than that, everything is just the same. So anyway, let's get on with that and pick up where we left off. Okay, we're back at the science rover, and I was all set to go off and do some biome hopping with this. Well, not hopping, but driving to different biomes and getting lots of science. But there is one more task at hand here before I depart. Specifically, my farm over here. I need to get the food out of here and up into orbit. And to do that, I have a ship in orbit up there already that I can land down here and pick up the food and fly it back up. But I can't actually easily dock it to this without some Kerbals nearby, and I just happen to have Kerbals nearby right now in my science rover. So before I go drive this like 4 biomes away from here and then have to come all the way back just to do this, I thought I would get the food delivery and farm, harvested and get it up into orbit before I move these Kerbals. So we need to do that. Yeah, a couple of small notes about this. I put some different wheels on this, and I'm also using a slightly different Convertotron. Yeah, the K&K one I was using was having some issues. K&K, what is it? The it's up in the corner here, the name of the mod. Anyway, yeah, this one just for sanity's sake, and while I figured stuff out, I put this one on here. It doesn't look very good, but it does the exact same thing. So anyway, the other thing is I realized that I need to bring not only food back home, but I need water. So I have been I've shut down these 2 farms here, and basically I'm producing water like crazy with these 4 water drills here. So as you can see, I've got almost a full tank of water. That will be totally full in about 1 day. So I don't know if we're going to get it completely full by that time, but yeah, we got lots of water coming in, so that'll be handy for the drive home too. So the voyage home, we're going to need that. So anyway, without further ado, let's go find my ship, my harvesting ship. If I can remember where I parked. That would not be it. That would not be it. Still got to save you, rescue you. Yep. Is that it? Duna farm, food to orbit. Well, that sounds like the harvester. Let's zip on over here and see what we got. Now, as I mentioned in previous episodes, it's been a long time since I've even seen these ships. Like months, literally, in real-time months. So, forgive me if I'm a little rusty on this. Alright, so we've got some nuclear engines with very little fuel in it. And it looks like we've got these little twitch motors for, I assume, doing our descent burn and then coming back up again. Looks like we've got some extra tanks of fuel on here for all that. So I think I'm probably going to ditch this nuclear part, but let's use up what fuel we have in it. We've got 200 meters per second fuel in it. So first things first is let's get our periapsis down, get closer to the planet so we can not pretty. Get that. Not pretty. Okay. Okay. Retrograde. Or am I controlling this from? That's kind of important. See, I've got two probes on here. One for rovering and one for flying. So control from here. Looks like we're already controlling from there. All right. That should be retrograde. All right. Let's crank these nuclear engines up. Periapsis here. That's good. It's coming down nice and fast. So put that about 100 maybe. Come back on the throttle a little. Looking good, looking good, looking good. right there. 101, that'll work. So let's zip on over to the other side of the world here. Round we go. Up to periapsis. Okay, hopefully that'll stop. Yep. Very good. Swing this around, retrograde. So we got a 58. Yeah, that's not going to finish this burn, is it? That's okay. We got lots of other options for maneuvering with this, so let's burn these out. Coming on down, 30 meters a second, 20 meters a second, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and we're out of juice. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to leave this stage on here until I'm suborbital, and then I'm going to drop it off because I don't want it floating around in orbit. So we are not going to separate, so let's manually activate these engines. Activate. And we've got 2 over here. Okay. Alright, let's continue our burn. Let's just see how these little motors do. I could actually end up burning this antenna off here, but I don't need the antenna now that I'm in my within range of my ComSat network, so that is a lot quieter, isn't it? Very good. Let's bring this down to 100 as well. Little twitch motors. Look at them go. So, looks like our periapsis is going down a bit. That's alright, as long as we don't go too low. Yeah, this is a pretty ugly burn I'm doing here. So, down a bit more. Should help. Circularize. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I think so. You know what? That's fine. Don't gotta be perfect. Alright, so where are we at? We're still on the light side. Don't have a lot of daylight left, but by the time I swing around the other side, this we might have to spend a night on the surface here, but I think that's okay. Or rather, fast forward. Alright, so we want to go to the Duna farm. So let's make a maneuver. And we're going to use about 200 delta V to drop us down. Okay, looks good. And plonk us right on top, please. That's pretty good. Up a bit. Perfect. I do have wheels on this thing, so it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but that should work. Alright, let's execute the next node and we're good to go. Spin around, get our panels lined up with the sun at least. Alright, as soon as the camera changes, we are going to stage. There he goes. Okay, stage. Goodbye. So that should fall down to the surface and go boom. So has that affected our descent at all? No, looks exactly the same. Pretty good. Good. So clearly we're going to lose these panels like we did with the other ship, although we didn't actually lose them, did we? I'm expecting these to lose these. I do have an extra set. I got right here for to be used. And what about an antenna? We've got one of these antennas that can handle atmospheric re-entry, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay. So, down we go. Let us engage our... so I'm using these Realchute parachutes here, the big round ones. Cylindrical, I should say. So, arm parachute. And arm that one. Quick look at the info. So this is going to be a double. This is going to be both a drogue and a main chute. So looks like a main chute comes out at 4,000, deploys at 2,000. And our drogues are popping out at 8,000 and deploying at 6,000. Sounds good. Alright, let's fast forward down to the surface. Or the atmosphere at least. So I've got these wings on here. Now they are designed for when we go back up into orbit. I wanted this thing to be at least somewhat aerodynamic as it's going up. So, but they're actually going to work against us, going retrograde down here. So interesting to see what happens whether it flips us around or not. And are we going to get any atmospheric heating? That'll be the next thing to find out. And are we going to lose these panels? Lots of questions. Oh, yep, there they go. Goodbye. That's to be expected though. No worries there. Alright. 12,000 meters. It seems like we're moving pretty good, but no, it's only like 500. Here come the drogues. Get a little burst of throttle here just as it's transitioning. I had another one of these landers that had these sort of pylon things and parachutes on it, and the actual deployment of the parachutes was just so violent it actually just ripped the airframe apart, so that's why I'm a little wary. Oh! What the heck? That's interesting. Wow. Okay, fire the motors again, slow down. Do want to save this fuel though, so we're going to need it to get back up to orbit, so I don't want to use too much. 1400 delta V. Hopefully that'll be enough to get back up. Just barely got to make it into orbit though. We don't have to go anywhere from there because I can always bring my mothership to this if I have to. Oh, I just thought of something. We are going to be heavier once we go down there, aren't we? Because we're going to have all this food and water on board, so we're going to have less than that. Ah! But I'm also going to drop off a whole bunch of this stuff too, because yeah, all we need is this tank here full, the way I calculated, so we should be in good shape. These two tanks are almost done, so yep, we should be fine. Okay, let's turn off that, just dangle. Down we go. Okay, so we've got about 1 kilometer to go. We're doing almost 11 meters per second down, so we are going to have to use the motors to slow us down a bit. 200 meters. And down we go. There's my shadow. There it is. Alright, so 100 meters. Let's start slowing down a bit. 9 meters per second. 8. 7. 6. Oh boy. I didn't do my up thing. Up. It's a bit late now. Alright, off. Brakes. I forgot to set my brakes too. Oops. Alrighty, we are down. We stop rolling. I shall do a save. Excellent. Okay, let's motor on over to the farm and grab some food. Alright, we're gonna switch probes here. Control from here. Boink. And actually we want to ditch these extra tanks. We don't need them anymore. So we got Full fuel tank there. And we've used these up, so this should be spectacular. So we are going to decouple these tanks, and we're going to fire these little separatrons, and we'll get rid of those, and hopefully they'll fly clear. Are we ready? Here we go. So that'll be good. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was unclimatic. Lost Duna farm relay. Oh goodness knows what that is. Let's try this again. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Sling! Explosions. Debris. Ah, yes. Very good, very good. That worked quite well. Alright, well that should have lightened us up a little bit. Oops, wrong button. Okay, so we have 0 meters per second now. I don't know why that is. It's a bit odd. Oh, it's because the controller is facing the wrong direction. Cosine losses and all. Alright, stability assist. Gauge speed control, and away we go. I got a feeling this is going to be tippy. Very tippy rover. Yeah, not so bad. Well, let's get going faster here and see what happens. I'm thinking 10 meters per second is probably going to be top speed for this. Top safe speed, I should say. That's a fine looking rover. Look at it go. It's one broken headlight. Very cool. Watch out for the large boulders. Alright, so I've got these little cable attachment system connected ports, so I can just get near the farm and hook that up with the Kerbal, load her up, and then we'll drop the rover part of this, which I believe I set up to, yeah, that's the next stage. We'll get rid of these clamps, and that should just leave us with a small flying machine, a small orbiter. Alright, how are we doing here? Going up the hill, no problem. Should be right over this ridge. Oh, I've got to deploy my solar panels, didn't I? The truth is, I think we're going to get there long before I even need those. Still going down, even with those out. Huh. Must be sand on the panels, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm in a slightly new location here, and when I hyper-edited it in the new farm, I couldn't quite get it to land next to the original one, so this is the new location. It's only like a kilometer away from what it was before. Close enough, but we do have these two cool rocks just right here, which is kind of fun. So as you can see, my approach to base building on my planetary base building is put things on wheels and let them drive around. You don't really have to connect all this stuff up together. I mean, there's some bases are fun to do that with, but my experience, you make a whole bunch of different little bases, all have their own little purposes, and you don't have to worry about making one big base that does everything. Here we go. Get a little closer. And brakes. Stop. 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 Perfect. Very good. Boing. Alright, where are we heading? Time to do some harvesting, yes. Crazy looking ships. Alright, that's great. Link these ports up. transfer some resources. Link. Link. There we go. Good. Okay, let's see now. We need that. So we have lots of food in this tank. Let's put that over here. In you go. Snacks, yes, lovely snacks. Huh. Let water go down. Oh, it's because I got more storage on this. I was going to say, I'm missing a bunch of water, but no, of course, we're got twice as much storage now that I've hooked up another big tank. Okay, food transferred. Let's transfer the water. Yeah, hopefully this will be enough to get home. Depends if I go visit some other places or whether I just basically do this science and get the heck out of here and head home. Because I gotta worry about the transfer window too. I didn't even think about that. When is the next transfer window from Duna to Kerbin? Oh, that could be scary. We're going to need to look at that, aren't we? Okay, unlink. Bonk. Don't worry about this brakes. Sometimes it turns the brakes off on these things. Quick check of that. Yep, brakes are off. That's just brilliant. I don't like the way that's rocking like that. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? Maybe some seismic activity here. Boing. No, I'm just doing a fine job here. Oh, jeez. Come on. Get up, you. Alright, get on board, will you? Probably help if I didn't have, like, such a clunky frame rate and get these vehicles away from each other, and all will be better. Alright, get on board there. Thank you, Henri. Did a fine job there. Okie dokie. Alright, so there's the farm. We are growing again. Very good. Yep, that will produce some food for us in another 200 days. Whether there'll be anyone here to collect it, I don't know, but hopefully the launch window is before then. That could be an issue. We might have to, like, do the Robinson Crusoe trapped on Mars thing for a bit here. Okay, you are ready to go home, aren't you? Alright, let's back you away a bit. And then we will take off and go back up to orbit and drop off this food. Seriously hope we got enough Delta V. Hopefully I did my homework a while ago. So I want to be heading 90 degrees, don't I? So let's kind of set that up before I do anything here. Alright, so let's drop off this, let's pop these off. Hopefully nothing explodes. I think they should just drop away cleanly. Maybe. Okay, staging, here we go. This ought to be good. And stage. Whoa, what was that flash of light? That was weird. It's almost like the rockets fired. Or did something explode? Separation of stage 1 confirmed. Module. Okay. Swore I saw some sort of white flash under there, but who knows? All is good. Yep, that worked good. Okay, so we want to control from here. And 90 is behind us or in front of us? Oh, I'm so confused. Where's the sun to start with? Sun is that way. Alright, we want to be going away from the sun when we take off. So we want to be pointed this way. Still got stability assist on, turn it off. Kill rotation. Alright, So I have 1600 meters per second delta V, a local thrust to rate ratio of 1.77. So theoretically I should be able to get into orbit. Fingers crossed. Alright. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're going up. Alright, let's crank it over. Not that way. So we're going this way. Crank it over to... Well, I kind of want to do a gravity turn because there is an atmosphere here, isn't there? It's not like being on a regular old planet, so... Let's take it up to full throttle. And away we go. Oh boy, I hope I calculated this properly. Down to 1500 already. Going up. Local thruster weight's going up too. Good, good. Little twitch engines, look at them go. Yeah. We're still stable. I don't feel like we're accelerating all that fast, though, are we? I don't know what the best angle to be at either is. If I should treat this like a non-atmospheric planet, or I should do a proper gravity turn. Now McJeb has an assent guidance thing here that's really good. I haven't tried it on Duna. If this fails miserably, I might give that a try, but get a slightly more efficient launch. But we should do it manually if we can, because this is kind of new and fun. Alright, I'm feeling a little happier at this altitude now. Time to apoaps is going up, which is a good thing, I believe. So let's actually go prograde now. We got some height. A bit of a wobble. Yes, good to go. Sweet. She's a fine vessel, full of snacks and some water. Delta V is down to 700, getting nervous. What is the actual altitude? I think 58 I'm in orbit in this, at least. Well, I know I'm safe at 58, so let's aim like that. 50 or 60. I do have to rendezvous with the station, which is at 150 though, which is a little scary. Delta V's coming down. 500 left. Not in orbit yet. Seeing stars though. Okay, now we'll crank it up here. 55, 56, 57. I think that's... Alright, let's shut that down. And just because I'm lazy, let's circularize at the apoaps, create node. 355, we have 400. Oh boy, that's tight. Okay, execute the maneuver. Yes, there we go. Yay! Food in orbit, almost.